Hello, CS Ministry. I've been wanting to make this video response for quite some time now, and due to technical difficulties and the video just not coming out right, I haven't. And hopefully this time it will be the way that I want it to be. So then, onto the subject at hand. I've been subscribed to you for a few months now, and I pretty much disagreed with almost everything you've ever said. And yeah, this is going to be a video response to things you've been saying as of late, which means since I've subscribed to you. So yeah, let's get on to it. First of all, you at first appeared to be an agnostic slash atheist, um, but it turns out you were lying, or at least that's what you claimed to be doing, a double lie, which is fucking retarded. And either way, I can't. Yeah, fuck off. So, turns out you're a Mormon, go fuck yourself, and that you were lying to everyone. Well, not everyone. There were probably a few people who you knew, but for the most part, you were lying to the YouTube community on both sides. So, yeah, for that, you can just go fuck yourself. And usually, well, actually, I've never used the term fundy fucktard, but you can go fuck yourself, you fundy fucktard. I know how much you hate it. So, anyways, onto the other subject. You said you were in favor of civil union instead of gay marriage. Go watch my previous video, and if you feel like it, make a video response to either this one or that one, if you have anything to even say, which I doubt. Now, in one of your last videos, your recent last 10 videos, somewhere in there, you stated that if you are wrong, nothing happens. I mean, if we're wrong, we go to hell, and if you're right, we go to heaven. If you're wrong, nothing bad happens. And this is probably the most cowardly, pathetic, spineless argument I've ever fucking heard. It's not only fucking cowardly, but it's just plain stupid. What happens if another religion, who also has the threat of eternal damnation, what happens if one of those is out there? What? Oh, if you're wrong, you might still have the chance of being eternally damned. It doesn't change anything, okay? So, yeah. And, by the way, what do you think about these two verses from your little New Testament? I don't know what exact version the Mormons use, but oh well. This is for most Christians anyways, not just for Mormons. Anyways, right here. This is the unforgivable sin. Luke 12:10. Everyone who speaks a word against the Son of Man will be forgiven, but anyone who blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. Mark 3:29. Whoever, whosoever blasphemes against the Holy Spirit can never have forgiveness, but is guilty of an eternal sin. So, yeah, hot line, that's the fascist religion. Yeah, what is your opinion on those verses? Just curious. Okay, let's see, what else was there? Okay, uh, dangers of coming out as an atheist. There are none. That's what you said. I don't know if I should reply, if I should use history as an example or modern day thing. Because in history, the penalty was death, and in many countries around the world, it still is. I live in the Middle East. There's countries that surround this fucking shithole, this illegally established country of Israel, that still have the death penalty for blaspheming or coming out as an atheist or gay or whatever it is. So yes, it is comparable to coming out as being a, gay. Now, as for a more modern country, I have a friend who used to live in Ireland, and his father was a minister, or priest, or whatever the fuck the term is, I forget. And at the age of 17 and a half, he came out as an atheist. And when he did this, his father went pretty much ballistic, tried to convince him otherwise, took him all over town to different shitholes, and eventually ended up disowning him. So, yeah. Um, the friend of mine luckily has, a few rich friends, and one of these friends allowed him to stay at his house for 6 months until he eventually moved out to a different country. And he came back, 3 years later to take his sister with him. It was considered kidnapping, I think, but who gives a shit? Anyways, yeah. There are many dangers of coming out as an atheist. So, I'm not going to make this long. If you have anything to say, feel free to make a video response. If you even accept this video, because, you might be that spineless. So, yeah, do whatever you want. And remember, if it ain't common sense, it ain't. I forget what the fuck you say, but seriously, just go fuck yourself.